Your life experience, good or bad, is a gift when you share it with others. At Taxi Chronicles, we allow real riders with real stories to share their gift. So hopefully this episode will intrigue, enhance or inspire you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Morning. Yes, we're back with another rider, another episode. Today we are honoured to have a lady who's been travelling the world, looking after people, probably saving lives on planes and introducing herself and just making you quite comfortable. We have a lady and she's worked on planes as cabin crew, otherwise known as air hostess for the old-fashioned people out there, and she's going to give us an idea of what it's like, what a typical day is like and why she got into it. So nice to have you here today.
Hi, thank you, Simon.
Okay. So tell us, first of all, what kind of person were you when you was at school?
I loved to talk, so I was chatting all the time. I got told off a lot. I had a huge imagination. I used to have a lot of imaginary friends.
Those qualities, I can see why you was in the aviation business.
Yes.
You have to talk to people.
Yes.
And having imaginary friends is also an avenue of being able to entertain young people.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's great. What got you into the idea that you should be working on in the aviation industry?
Well, so I joined in, I think it was end of 2012, and when I applied, I think we had the Olympics in London then, so it was a great time, and I didn't really want to leave, but I was going through a time in my life where I didn't really know where I was going or what I wanted to do. I had just left medical school, so I was in medical school. That was here in Devon, so Plymouth and Exeter, but I wasn't doing too well. I wasn't happy, so I left it. I was working then in central London in Liberty off Regent Street, and I just wanted something different. And actually my brother saw this advertised on the tube, so it was for Emirates, which is the airline I worked for, and he saw the advert and he came home and told me, and at first I was like, oh, I can't do that. I was going to be a doctor. That's something beneath me. I don't want to do that. I didn't really like the idea of moving to Dubai. I had been once when I was, I think 17, and I didn't like it. So at the beginning, I thought it was fake, which a lot of people I think think.
No, that's true.
Yeah, so it didn't appeal to me at the time.
That makes sense.
But he pushed me into applying, and I didn't think I would get it, and I did apply. And then things happened quite quickly after that.
Yeah, they probably don't play around.
No.
Boom.
Yes,
Okay.
and at the time it was growing quite fast. Yeah.
Okay. So your brother talked you into doing it, or he laid the seed
Yes.
of possibilities.
Yes.
Was there any time during the process you just thought, I'm in the wrong place, I need to run away, drop it all, or you just going for it?
No, I think I was going. I also thought that I would be too short because they need a minimum. So I think I'm 5'2", so I was.
You don't look like
No, exactly.
Yeah.
I was the minimum, and they asked me. I just thought, when you go into an interview and you just think, I'm not going to get it anyway, so I might as well just not.
Not caring.
Exactly. I think that's what. Exactly. And they asked me to stand on my tiptoes, and I thought, oh, I'm not.
If you can reach the
Yes.
bag in the thing,
Yes. And I just thought, I don't think so. I lied to work where I was working at the time that I think I needed the time off, but I didn't tell them I was going for an interview. I just thought I wasn't going to get it.
Okay.
So I was just doing it. I think maybe because my brother, I did it for him. I just thought he's telling me to do it, and let's do it.
So working for them and travelling, what is a typical day like for you? What's a typical day like?
So Emirates flies, or used to fly before the pandemic, 24 hours a day. So flights can be any time. If it's an early morning one, so a lot of European flights were leaving at 8:30, so you check in at 2 hours before. So it'd be 6:40, so you wake up around 4 o'clock. You've packed your suitcase the night before. With me, I used to pack it before I'm going to leave sometimes as well, so I'd be running late. Shower, put your uniform on, makeup, because Emirates are very you have to wear makeup. So the red lipstick is iconic for Emirates. I don't know if you know the uniform, but we have a red hat, the scarf, So you have to have red lipstick, full makeup, and so you do all that. The hair sometimes takes longer than the makeup because you got to.
You do it yourself with someone?
Yourself. We had training when you first complete your training. There are for image and uniform, so they do help you with the makeup and the hair and give you ideas and train you, but you kind of perfect it yourself. Yeah, and with me, when I joined, I had lots of baby hairs all around, so I was putting down those baby hairs, and especially with the humidity, so you perfect it. So you just look polished.
You don't want to be sweaty.
No, yeah. And it's a lot of skincare as well. So it's you learn a lot of things and you get better at looking after
Your skin
yourself.
is healthy and it's makeup free now.
It is, yes.
I prefer natural. I'm trying to, I'm just thinking, why
Thank
is that?
you.
Are you tired of wearing makeup or?
I think it's for my last few years with Emirates, I stopped wearing any foundations. I would just put my eyes and my lips, but I think during the pandemic, it's I've stopped wearing makeup, although I'd love to, but it's just you get used to not wearing it, I think, but I do love makeup.
Okay. So you said the last so many years you did eyes and lips. Was you allowed to do that? Were you meant to do that kind of whole face mask?
You're supposed to do the whole thing. But if you have good skin and you know how to, you can get away with it. So it depends on what you need, really. Bit of powder for the shine.
Do they always supply you with makeup?
You buy it yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, you buy it yourself. It's you buy, and especially makeup, tights. Tights are a huge expense for the women because
because you're always going through that.
Yes, exactly, and you need a little bit of compression because especially for the longer flights, so the tights always ladder. So nails, we spent a lot of money on our nails.
Fake nails as well.
A lot of us did because it was easier because they wouldn't break on board, because you're doing a lot of manual stuff, a lot of heavy containers. So if you have natural nails, either you keep them really short so they don't break, or if you want them longer, then the fake nails were easier.
How many years did you work for them?
7.5 years.
Okay, was it a happy 7.5?
It was. Yeah, okay. I loved it. Yeah.
You went to loads of countries.
I did.
Okay. What would you say you learnt during that time working with them that you wish you knew when you had started?
To enjoy the moment. I think I was to enjoy the moment and not too worried. With being cabin crew and being, I think, in that industry, you live day by day, hour by hour. Your flights are tallied by the hour as well, and you just don't know what's going to happen in life. You can meet somebody around the corner or in the next second who will change your life or who will have an impact on you. And I think living in the moment, I had stopped doing that once I went to medical school because I was looking into the future and really worrying. So being cabin crew, it really made me appreciate the moment.
I understand that. I used to work on the ships.
Oh, wow.
And I had a friend who worked for Emirates as well.
Oh, wow, okay.
And what I found is when I pulled up in a port,
yes,
I used to just get in a taxi.
Yes.
And just say to them, I would have checked on TripAdvisor what's to do in that area, in that country.
Yes.
Or that port.
Yes.
And then I'd just say, take me here, here, and here.
Yes.
And I'd just be on the go.
Wow.
For that, as long as until I virtually dropped or it's time to get back to the ship.
Yes.
And she said that's what she used to do. It's like they'd pull up, go to Australia, and they say, oh, there's bungee jumping or skydiving.
Yes.
Let's just do it. I know we've just come off like a 24-hour flight. Let's just do it.
You're on adrenaline. You just,
Go. She said it was very exhausting after.
It was when you came back to Dubai, so back to base, you would just be exhausted. So, but in the first 2-3 years, you're just running on adrenaline, and it's so exciting. You get to every destination, you have a shower, change, and you just get out and you're seeing the country. Towards the end, I was pretty much sleeping in the hotels. I would go and I would choose, I would come to London a lot to see my family. Otherwise, I would maybe choose destinations which had nice hotels or nice shopping for groceries. So it changed towards the end. It changed my... Yes.
I don't know if this has ever happened with you, but for us on the ships, it got to a point where you'd wake up and you'd need about 10 to 30 seconds to work out where you were.
Definitely, yeah.
And that's when I looked at it and I said, I did 35 long-haul flights in 1 year.
Wow.
And I've been travelling on the ships as well.
Yes.
I think it's time to take a break.
Yeah.
Because I felt that the brain is under pressure.
Yes.
And because my job was security.
Yes. Wow.
Quite different.
Yes.
In that things.
The stress level. Yes.
Yeah, it's that. But it's just that when I realised you weren't registering where you were.
Yes, because you have to be on high awareness. You got to be aware. You got to be being security.
Yeah, and those kind of things. What would you say on that note? What would you say to a younger person in reference to what kind of personality they need to have to do your job?
Oh, love people. I would say that's the first thing. Be open to experiences. Love yourself as well, because you'll be spending a lot of time with yourself. And although you're meeting a lot of people, it's you have to be comfortable with yourself, and which if you're not, that will happen as well. Mm-hmm. But I think just be open to experience and positive, very positive, because it's not a career for everyone, and it does get some people down, or not suit people as well, because you're away from your family. You don't have a normal life, relationships as well. So you need to definitely be positive. Dealing with on long flights, dealing with passengers is tough as well. It's overwhelming at times, but you can always rise above it and see the positive. So
and also passengers may just be. It's like this job. Passengers may have a bad day.
Yes.
And it's not about you.
No.
It's about the thing.
Yes.
You've been a great guest.
Thank you. It's been fun.
My last question to you is based on the fact that you studied to be a doctor.
Yes.
And obviously you've done the Cabincrew. So
yes.
What does the future hold for you now?
Oh,
and why?
I was so scared when I was made redundant. It's becoming clearer. It's been almost a year now. I'm a Pilates teacher, so I'm training in Barre as well. I think that sort of fits in with the medical side, because it's dealing with people's well-being, movement, exercise, the muscles, everything. And it's also, again, interacting with people. So I'm trying to get into that, maybe joining a studio, becoming a teacher full-time. At the moment I'm freelancing, taking clients. I'm also working at a nursery at the moment, but that's just to get me some money and fill the time. But fitness is where I want to go, because I think working as cabin crew, I really learned how to look after myself, my body, and I want to share that expertise that I have as well.
Well, in that case, where can people find you if they want to book a Pilates teacher?
Oh, well, I have an Instagram account. That's all. It's not a specialized for Pilates. It's just my personal one.
DM you if they want to. They can.
Yes.
I don't know if it's locked as private or whatever, but they can always send.
It's private at the moment, but yeah, they can.
Send you DM. So where can they find you?
So my name is Simran Semi. I think my name, I don't remember my handle completely, but it's SIMRAN, and my surname is SEHMI. So if you look there, and I have a photo with I'm laughing in the photo, so I've got short hair, and yeah, and it says I think it says I've trained with Barre Pilates, so it says the bio on there.
Okay. And one quick question while we're stuck in traffic.
Yes.
What's the impact you want to have on the world?
Oh, just making people smile, I think, and connecting, because something I learned with my time at Emirates is people are the same, human beings are the same everywhere, and just connecting with people and making someone's day, and me having that connection. I think that's all. I just want to connect on a heartfelt level with people. That's all. And if I can make a difference in that way, that's enough.
Well, thanks a lot for that.
Thank you.
And we wish you well.
Thank you so much.
We hope you liked that Taxi Chronicles interview. Don't forget to share and subscribe to get the latest episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economies and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. Listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m. British Standard Time.